Several years ago, my dad suffered a debilitating stroke. In an instant, this strong and independent man became entirely dependent on others for activities of daily living. Like many adult children in the same situation, I wanted to help Dad in any way I could because I loved him. Overnight, along with other members of my family, I became a family caregiver. Overnight, I inherited a new job, literally dozens of duties. Here's a list of just a few duties that a family caregiver suddenly inherits. Everything from monitoring daily glucose to paying bills to meeting with doctors and therapists. And keeping in mind that the vast majority of caregivers work outside the home or have young children. If you know anyone who has been a family caregiver, you'd probably hear something like this if you really listen. This is just one post from a caregiver forum. Exhaustion, overwhelm, isolation, these are common themes for family caregivers. What is at the root of these stresses? It comes down to three problems. First, there is no roadmap on day one. Caregiving is something you inherit suddenly, and chances are you've never trained for it. Second, the sheer volume and variability of tasks are overwhelming. Third, suddenly you are coordinating with many stakeholders, from task management and financial coordination with family members to health coordination with doctors, nurses, therapists, insurance companies. If these are the most critical problems, then what do family caregivers need the most on day one? First, they need an off-the-shelf roadmap that's focused on the most critical duties of a family caregiver. Second, they need something that brings order to the workload. And third, they need something that makes coordination easy so that family and other stakeholders stay on the same page with minimum effort. Our product, the Tend app, provides all three solutions. What is Tend? Tend is the essential solution for busy family caregivers to older adults. Designed based on personal experience and research with family caregivers, we customize the app to include only the most critical features to make it your go-to daily resource for caregiving. Our ambition is to be the quintessential family, home, elder care management tool for busy people. There are no other solutions on the market that are a one-stop shop for family caregiving like Tend is. And how big is this market? For starters, the 65 and above population is growing at an unprecedented rate. We will have nearly 80 million seniors by 2034. In 2020 alone, there were 34 million caregivers to older adults, of whom 13 million reported negative impacts to their employment. This is our target customer, the individuals in most need of a solution. Indeed, it is estimated that lost work productivity due to caregiving amounts to $33 billion a year. And these numbers on the right will grow rapidly as the population ages. The following is our investment timeline. We are in the middle of initial product development, which will be followed by prototype development, market research and UX testing, and finally an MVP to pilot in 2 markets. The Tend team consists of myself, Regina Mercado. I'm an MPH candidate at Johns Hopkins focusing on aging and epidemiology with background in the social sciences and in market research, as well as marketing and sales in healthcare and pharma. My husband is an advisor. Sal Makasov Jr. is a founder and principal at Calypso Investment Partners, and his expertise is in business development and finance. We are passionate about making Tend the quintessential tool for busy caregivers. Thank you so much for your time and your attention.